The week of August 11th to 15th promises to be a whirlwind of drama, deception, and intense emotions in the bold and the beautiful. The latest teasers reveal that the characters are on the brink of pivotal moments that will change the course of their lives. As the stories unfold, Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, vows that Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, will pay for her deceit, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, remains steadfast in her commitment to Ridge Forrester, Torsten Kay, refusing to remove his engagement ring despite the mounting tension. These developments set the stage for a week filled with confrontation, emotional turmoil, and life-altering decisions. The weekly promo opens with a significant moment. Nick Marone, Jack Wagner, is seen giving Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, an engagement ring, solidifying his intentions to propose and continue his romantic pursuit of her after the complications they faced in Italy. Nick, always the bold and assertive character, tells Brooke that despite everything that has transpired, their story is not over. He passionately declares his love for her, reaffirming his desire to marry her. However, in a surprising twist, Brooke may turn him down, reflecting the complexity of her feelings and her ongoing connection to Ridge. While Nick's intentions are clear, Brooke's heart is clearly still torn, and this moment will be a test of her emotions and her loyalty. Ridge Forrester, having recently saved Brooke's life and promised to resolve things between them, undoubtedly still holds a place in her heart. His actions have reignited hope for their future, and it is clear that he has given Brooke reason to believe in the possibility of rekindling their love. Ridge's declaration that he would never disrespect her again, coupled with a passionate kiss, leaves no doubt that his heart belongs to Brooke. As Ridge works through the complex web of his emotions, the question remains, how will he handle the situation with Taylor Hayes, to whom he is still engaged? Taylor, ever the strong and resilient character, refuses to back down easily. Despite Ridge's apparent feelings for Brooke, she remains firm in her commitment to their relationship. In the weekly preview, Taylor's refusal to remove her engagement ring becomes a powerful statement. "She has a future, but not with you, because I'm not taking off this ring," she tells Ridge, signaling that she will not tolerate being second to Brooke, no matter how many feelings Ridge may have for her. It's a strong, emotionally charged moment that encapsulates the gravity of Taylor's position. She is not going to let Ridge slip away without a fight. This stance will likely create a volatile confrontation between the two. Ridge, who has always struggled with his feelings for both women, now faces a monumental decision. Will he confess his desire to reunite with Brooke and risk losing Taylor forever, or will he remain in his engagement with Taylor, suppressing his true feelings? The emotional tension between Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke will undoubtedly come to a head, with the possibility of Taylor throwing the engagement ring in Ridge's face as her heartbreak reaches its peak. With each passing day, it seems more likely that Ridge's indecision will cause irreparable damage to his relationship with Taylor, forcing him to confront the reality of his actions. Meanwhile, Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, always a master of manipulation and intrigue, has another dangerous encounter. She confronts Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, about the mysterious situation involving Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada. Lee had previously saved Luna, only to later fake her death, which has left many questions hanging. Sheila, ever the schemer, presses Lee to explain the reasons behind her actions. This conversation adds a layer of suspense, as Sheila's relentless quest for power and control threatens to unravel the delicate balance Lee has fought so hard to maintain. Sheila's manipulation and her ability to exploit the vulnerabilities of those around her will play a crucial role in the unfolding drama. The tension between Sheila and Lee is poised to escalate, as Lee is forced to defend her actions while navigating the ever-present danger posed by Sheila's schemes. At the same time, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and Hope Logan, Annika Noel, find themselves drawn deeper into the web of deceit spun by Grace Buckingham. Grace's confession about the fake brain cancer scam that she had orchestrated to deceive Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, takes center stage. As Grace prepares to turn herself into the police, Liam and Hope find themselves caught in the aftermath of her lies. They provide Bill with the shocking details of the deception, revealing that Grace had gone to great lengths to fake her illness in an attempt to extract money from Bill. Bill's reaction to the news is nothing short of explosive. When he learns that Grace had deceived him into paying $1 million under false pretenses, he is consumed with rage. The depth of Grace's betrayal hits Bill hard, and he is determined to make her pay for her actions. In the weekly preview, Bill's anger is palpable as he declares, "That bitch is going to pay." His fury is not only directed at Grace, but also at the impact her lies have had on Liam and his family. Bill, a man who has always prided himself on his business acumen and control, is now facing the fallout of being deceived in the most personal way. The emotional toll this betrayal takes on Bill will fuel his desire for justice, setting the stage for a confrontation with Grace that could have far-reaching consequences. As Liam tries to explain the extent of Grace's manipulation, including how she had prescribed medication to simulate the symptoms of a brain tumor, Bill's anger only intensifies. The revelation that Grace had orchestrated such a sophisticated deception, one that involved not only faking an illness, but also manipulating Bill's emotions, will leave Bill questioning everything he thought he knew about Grace. The once charming woman who had played the role of a loving partner now stands revealed as a master of deceit, and Bill is not about to let her get away with it. His vow to make her pay for her actions signals the beginning of a new, high-stakes battle that will undoubtedly involve legal and personal repercussions. The impact of Grace's betrayal ripples through the entire Spencer family. Bill's relationship with Liam, already strained at times, will be tested further as they navigate the aftermath of this revelation. Liam, torn between his desire to protect his family and his anger toward Grace, will struggle to find a way forward. His loyalty to his father and the complicated dynamics within the Spencer family will become even more pronounced as the consequences of Grace's deception unfold. Hope, too, will be affected by the ongoing fallout, as her relationship with Bill and Liam becomes even more complex. The tension between the characters will escalate as they confront the emotional fallout from Grace's lies and the ensuing drama that follows. As the week progresses, it becomes clear that the bold and the beautiful is building toward a series of explosive confrontations, heartbreaking decisions, and emotional reckonings. Ridge, caught between Taylor and Brooke, faces a crossroads in his relationship with both women. Taylor's refusal to remove her engagement ring signifies her determination to fight for their relationship, but it also hints at the emotional devastation that may come if Ridge admits his feelings for Brooke. On the other hand, Bill Spencer's vow to make Grace pay for her lies will set off a chain reaction that will send shockwaves through the Spencer family and beyond. The week of August 11th to 15th is shaping up to be a pivotal time in the bold and the beautiful saga as love, betrayal, and justice collide in a whirlwind of emotion and drama. Fans can expect nothing less than a dramatic roller coaster ride as the characters' fates hang in the balance. In the heart of Los Angeles, where drama, ambition, and family secrets intertwine, the bold and the beautiful has built its legacy on intense emotional battles, romantic entanglements, and the complex lives of the Forrester family. Amidst the glamorous world of fashion, love is always at the center of the show's most compelling plots. Among the key players in this ongoing drama is Thomas Forrester, a man who has known both success and failure, redemption and regret. His journey has been anything but simple, filled with moments of betrayal, self-doubt, and personal growth. However, in his latest storyline, Thomas decides to return to Los Angeles with a singular goal in mind: to fight for the love of his life, Hope Logan. Thomas Forrester's return to the city marks a turning point in his life. He's a man who has made grave mistakes, hurt those closest to him, and has been the source of much pain for others. His past actions have painted him as a villain in the eyes of many, particularly in the eyes of Hope Logan, the woman he has always loved. His obsession with Hope has led him down a dark path in the past, one filled with manipulation, deceit, and heartbreak. But now, with the scars of his past lingering behind him, Thomas is determined to prove that he has changed. He knows that in order to win Hope's love, he must show her a side of himself she has never seen before. A man who is capable of love, trust, and respect. Hope, on the other hand, has moved on from Thomas in many ways. She has found happiness with Liam Spencer, her husband and the father of her child. Their relationship has weathered its own storms, but through it all, Hope and Liam have remained each other's anchors. Despite the challenges they've faced, they've built a life together, grounded in love and shared values. But while their marriage appears strong, Hope has always carried a lingering uncertainty in her heart when it comes to Thomas. Their past history cannot be easily forgotten, and the scars from Thomas's previous actions still run deep in Hope's heart. Her loyalty to Liam is unwavering, but the lingering pull she once felt toward Thomas has not entirely disappeared. As Thomas re-enters the picture, the stage is set for a dramatic battle. He is determined to fight for Hope, and this time, his approach is different. Gone are the days of manipulation and deceit. Thomas knows that he cannot win Hope's heart by force or by using underhanded tactics. Instead, he decides to win her over through his actions, showing her that he is a man worthy of her love. He starts by repairing the broken relationships in his life, apologizing for the harm he has caused, and working on becoming a better person. He realizes that in order to be with Hope, he must first earn her trust, something that will not be easily achieved after all the hurt he has caused. As Thomas embarks on this journey of self-improvement, he faces countless obstacles. The Forrester family, especially his father Ridge and his sister Steffi, are wary of his intentions. They have seen Thomas fall into old patterns before, and they fear that his desire for Hope could once again lead him down a dangerous path. They want to protect him, but they also know that Thomas must find his own way, no matter how difficult the journey may be. Ridge, in particular, is conflicted. He has always wanted what's best for his son, but he also understands that Thomas must face the consequences of his actions. Ridge is torn between wanting to support his son and wanting to protect Hope from the potential heartbreak that could come with a rekindled romance between her and Thomas. Meanwhile, Liam is also aware of the tension brewing between Thomas and Hope. He knows that Thomas's feelings for Hope have not dissipated, and he's deeply concerned about what this could mean for his own relationship with her. Liam loves Hope dearly, and he is determined to keep their family intact. However, he cannot ignore the fact that Hope's connection with Thomas runs deep. The two of them have shared a history that cannot be erased, and Liam understands that the emotional bond between Hope and Thomas is not something that can simply be wished away. As a result, Liam becomes increasingly defensive, especially as Thomas's efforts to win Hope back grow more intense. He knows that he must fight to keep Hope's heart, but he also feels a growing unease as Thomas's presence becomes harder to ignore. The stakes are high, and the drama intensifies as Thomas's pursuit of Hope begins to affect those around him. His attempts to prove himself as a changed man are met with skepticism, but he refuses to back down. He is determined to show Hope that he is not the man he once was, that he is capable of giving her the love and stability she deserves. As his actions speak louder than his words, Thomas begins to make strides in earning Hope's trust. Slowly, she begins to see glimpses of the man he has become, and though she remains cautious, there is a part of her that cannot deny the change she is witnessing. For Hope, this is a complicated emotional journey. She knows that her love for Liam is real, but she also feels the pull of her past with Thomas. Can she reconcile the man he was with the man he is trying to become? Can she open her heart to the possibility of a future with Thomas, despite the hurt he has caused her in the past? As the story unfolds, Thomas and Hope find themselves locked in a battle of wills. Thomas is committed to showing her that he has changed, but Hope remains uncertain. Her heart is torn between the life she has built with Liam and the unresolved feelings she still has for Thomas. She tries to push those feelings aside, focusing on her marriage to Liam, but the more she sees Thomas working to change, the more her doubts about her own feelings grow. The tension between them reaches a boiling point as they both grapple with their emotions. For Thomas, the fight for Hope's love is more than just a romantic pursuit, it is a chance at redemption. He knows that winning Hope's heart is his ultimate goal, but he also knows that doing so requires more than just grand gestures. He must prove that he is worthy of her love, not through words alone, but through consistent actions that show his growth as a person. The drama reaches its peak as Thomas's efforts to win Hope's love come to a head. His changes are undeniable, but are they enough to win her heart? Hope's heartache is palpable as she grapples with her emotions, knowing that she must choose between the man she once loved and the man who has been by her side through thick and thin. The battle for Hope's heart is far from over, and the emotional stakes have never been higher. In the end, the question remains: will Thomas succeed in his quest for redemption and love, or will Hope's commitment to Liam prove unbreakable? Will Thomas's transformation be enough to win Hope back, or will the ghosts of their past continue to haunt their future? The outcome of this dramatic love triangle will determine not only the fate of Thomas and Hope, but also the future of the entire Forrester family. The fight for love is never simple, and in the bold and the beautiful, the stakes are always high. As Thomas takes his final steps in his battle for Hope's love, the world of Los Angeles watches with bated breath, eager to see if he can finally overcome his past and build a future with the woman he has always loved.